Alright, we're gonna go until my camera dies. This is like, have been an hour and some change of filming. Okay, so I left the States for the second time and went to Ecuador to go get married, my wife, and I had a little bit of money saved because I worked my face off with the $10,000 challenge. Not very much, like $2,000, not a lot. And I went to Ecuador. We got a house for 170 months, which is an amazing house. And I decided to start a marketing company because I was like, fuck, I need to learn how to market. Because if I learn how to market and I make a marketing company, then I can use my marketing company to market my music and make it happen. That was my mindset. So it was not a bad mindset, but it honestly wasn't the right one. So I did marketing for a couple months. I got some clients to pay between $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And I fucked them up because, well, I got the clients and I did some good results and it was going all right. And I had the dudes do the work. And then what happened was I put my employees on autopilot. I figured they could do their job. You know what I mean? And I didn't pay attention to what was going on, and I didn't train them properly because I didn't know how to lead a team yet. I still think I don't quite know how to lead a team properly. So the next time I hire people, I'm going to be way more structured and shit about the way I do things, because every time I hire people, I make huge mistakes with my employees. Because they don't do the things you want them to do, and they don't listen and stuff. But it's not just that they don't listen, it's more like I don't teach them properly, and I don't lead them properly so that they're excited to work for me. I just kind of am like, you gotta do this, and that, and that's like the wrong way to like do a business. That's the wrong way. I didn't know. I'm fucking like 22 years old, I think. 21, 22. Yeah, fuck it. I don't know how to fucking manage people. Like, I can like manage people who already know how to do their job, but trying to get them to learn how to do their job is hard. So anyways, I put them on autopilot and they fucked up the contracts. I fucked up the contracts. They didn't. I fucked up the contracts because I didn't train them right and I stopped paying attention and I lost all my contracts. And I decided I'm going to do music. I am making enough money now. I'm just going to do music. And then like 3 weeks later, I lost the contract, and then one of my clients ran out of money, and so he didn't have the money to pay me for the thing I was making for him. It was like a crazy website, some shit. And so I was like, fuck, well, I'm all in now. I'm going to do music. And so we started doing music, and I wasn't making shit. I wasn't doing shit. I was just posting a lot of videos. You can see them on my YouTube. They started off shitty, but they started getting better, the music videos. And just tried really hard. And then I moved to Salinas, Ecuador, out from Pifo to Salinas, Ecuador, to live by the beach. And I met this dude named Mike, and there's an interview of Mike on the channel. He's amazing. Definitely want to check that out if you want to learn some shit. He's one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And we sold all our shit in the house, and we went to Salinas, and we started growing, but then we sold all our shit because he told us about My House. He's like, yo, you can get on this platform, it's called My House, and you can house it for free, and then you can just work on your business or whatever, and you don't have to pay rent. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna do that. And so I landed a gig in Brazil doing My House. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm so excited, we're gonna fucking do this shit. Gonna fucking mine this chick's Posada. That's what it was Posada. And so we took all our money and we're like, all right, we don't have an income, we don't have shit, let's go to Brazil. And so we backpacked along the Amazon River all the way to Brazil. We spent all of our money getting there. And I actually went in debt because I didn't realize. I talked to people and they're like, oh, it's only gonna be like $200 or $300 to get from Ecuador to Brazil. It won't be that expensive. Bullshit. It was expensive. we fucking spent like 1,200 between the two of us to get from Ecuador to Brazil, and we were cheap as fuck. Like cheap. Like staying in shitty hotels cheap. Like I'll explain how shitty. So yeah, and so we went back to Quito for New Year's, spent New Year's with her family, and then we went south all the way down to Peru, and then we went over to Yurimaguas, and then we went over to Iquitos by boat, and then we just took boats all the way to Santarém, and then we took a flight from Santarém to Fortaleza, because, sorry, there's a motorcycle. We took a flight from Santarém all the way to Fortaleza, and then we drove from Fortaleza to Itarema, Brazil. And that is where the Posada was. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit about the Amazon trip. It was amazing and horrible at the same time. Now, looking back, I loved it, but on the trip, it sucked. Food was great for most of the way, but we went to Yurimaguas and we bought port food. You have to imagine, these ports are disgusting. There's tons of pigs and gross fish, and like people in that part of the world are like not hygienic at all, period. So the people in that part of the world are not hygienic at all, and so we got super sick. I forgot what it is we got, but we ended up in the hospital in Peru, and it was horrible. It was bloody, blood all over the floor. Went to the emergency room. It was so bad. We kept puking. Like, I couldn't walk 2 feet without puking. I would walk 2 feet and puke, and walk 2 feet and puke. The hospital was like a block away from our hotel, and I literally could not walk to the hospital without puking. So we got a taxi a block to the hospital, and I fucking like literally got out of the taxi and started puking. It's horrible. And so we went to the hospital in Peru, and there was blood all over the floor, and they didn't sanitize anything. They just there was just beds there. It was like, just lay on the bed that this dude was dying on like 10 minutes ago. And we're not going to wipe it. It's like, okay. And they gave us an IV with some antibiotics, and instantly I felt better. Well, not instantly, but like within like an hour or two, I felt better and I could eat. I went home and I started eating and stuff, and then we continued our trip, and the rest of the trip was moderately okay, except for when we were in Santarém. We were waiting for our plane, and we didn't have enough money for our hotel. We just spent all our money, well, not all most of our money on this fucking plane ticket, and so we got a room for an hour, because they have like these fuck hotels, you can rent them for an hour. And so we rented one for an hour, and we both took a shower, got on the internet, bought a plane ticket, and left. And so we're sitting outside. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning, and Brazil is fucking dangerous. So, and this dude walks up, and he's like, yo, where you guys from? I didn't say anything, because I'm a fucking white kid. He thought I was Argentine, which is, we'll just leave it that way. But my wife was like, oh, we're from Ecuador. He's like, cool, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, we're backpacking. He's like, great, glad you guys aren't Venezuelans. I hate Venezuelans. And we're like, okay. And then he like starts to leave, and he turns around, there's like a gun in his pants. We're like, holy shit. What the fuck? And so I whisper to Lua, I'm like, yo, there's a gun in his pants. And then she's like, good luck. And he's like, what'd you say? She's like, good luck. And he comes back, and he's like, where are you from? And she's like, we're from Ecuador. And he's like, that's great. I don't like Americans. And we're just like, what? And he keeps talking to us for a minute. I had like a knife in my hand. I was about to stab this dude in the throat. Like literally. I was fucking really scared. And then eventually he left. And then I got the first taxi, and I took a taxi to the motherfucking airport, and I chilled in the airport. And that was it. I chilled in the airport and slept for like a day and a half in the airport, which is a really tiny airport. And then we took our flight to Fortaleza, took a bus to Itarema, and then we we're at the Posada in Brazil, and that's where I will cut off this video because my camera's dying and because it's 10 minutes long already. So you guys take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next chapter, which will be Brazil.